Hey guys, this is my off-grid washing machine. Alright, let me show you here. It's an arksen 11-pound washing machine. It washes and spin dries. I believe it's 230 watts maximum draw on your batteries. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about it here. So you can hook it up to your water and your sink. It pumps water right in, down inside of it. Here, let me turn it on so you can see. Alright, so let's turn her on here, put her detergent in. So we got it on normal. Over here's our timer for our wash. Put it on 6 minutes. Just tumbles back and forth. Alright, let's go outside and check the solar. Oh, you guys can't see it. Okay, so it's setting at about 12.2, 12.3. So it's pulling about 2-3 volts every time it starts to turn on. So we're alright. The batteries are a little low. Fed 5 days of clouds. Okay. So let me tell you a little bit about it here while it's doing its thing. So it's got a little drain on the side to drain it. You can just set in the sink and it'll drain your water out. And on this side, it's got a little spin timer and another inlet for your water for this side. So what you do, I'll show you here in a minute. We'll put some clothes in it. So this is the little spinner and rinse cycle. So you just put your clothes in there. Put this thing on top of it to hold it down and turn your spin on. This one's pretty good if you're all looking at them. A lot of people were having a lot of bad reviews on it about draining. It doesn't really drain the best, hence the reason I got it up on the stools. What it seems like to me is the pump's a little weak, and when the water's really full, it'll drain it down pretty far. But once it gets down, you know, just a little bit on the bottom, then you've got to lower the hose down. All I do is I've got my bucket down here, and that's all I do. I just take the hose off and drain it directly in the bucket. Show you what it's doing. It's just agitating back and forth. That's what that power draw you all were seeing. When it's rotating, it's drawing that 2 volts. Oh shit, putting the water on camera. And when it stops, that's when it's getting the volts back up. I'm gonna shut this before I get too much water. Stopper so you guys can see without too long of a video. Alright. So I had 2 towels and some stuff in here. They're pretty wet. We'll just put a couple things over so you guys can see. It's hard to do one-handed. Alright, we got 2 towels and a couple things in there. So let's put our thing in. Alright. We're going to do a little bit of a rinse cycle here. This is my first time running on solar, so if you guys see me running back and forth a little bit, that's why. Turn the water on. Just going to shake a little bit until the load balances out. Not too bad. If it wasn't on the stools, it wouldn't be too bad. Let me see if I can balance that out a little better. Oh, there's your water coming in. Right. There we go. Now it's balanced. Okay. So once it balances out, it didn't really shake that bad. Oh, I need to go check let me check my voltage here, show you all with a spin cycle. Grab the flashlight. Okay. Now, we're pulling it down a little bit. Pulling it down 2 volts under load. That's okay. Oh, here's my 150 watt panel if you all wondering when I'm going to do a video on that. I'll be putting that up in the next week or 2. Alright, so let's turn our water off. Let's go ahead and drain. There's a drain option up here. And it's not wanting to drain. Put a sticker in here. There we go. Yeah, that's part of the problem with that pump. It's just real weak. Actually, it's not a big deal. I'd rather be able to wash clothes than not. Might have put too much water in it. Alright, we'll go ahead and put it on spin here. So what you gotta do is you gotta wash your clothes over here and then put it over and put it on rinse with your water running and run it through there 1 or 2 times, drain your water out, and then you just want to spin it. It's a spin dry. So we'll go ahead and put it on a couple minutes here. When it spins, it gets all that water out. That's all the water from those clothes. I don't know if y'all can see that. That's it spinning all the water out. Go check my battery real quick. Make sure it don't get too low. Alright, we're fine. Back up to 12. If y'all haven't watched my other videos, I've got two 6-volt golf cart batteries wired in parallel for 225 amp hours. So, and I only had, I think it was setting at 12.3 when I started, so I didn't have a whole lot of power to play with. Alright, let's check it out. And they're done. So, pretty much, they're pretty dry. I mean, they're not wet or anything. I mean, you can feel a little bit of moisture, but not much. It's pretty good for just spinning. But that is what it is. I mean, it works. It's better than the bucket and the plunger. So let me know what y'all think. If you have any questions or anything, or if there's anything on here you want to see or anything, just let me know. Thanks.